Tonight, Hollywood is buzzing with a revelation no one saw coming. Sabrina Carpenter, the pop princess of heartbreak anthems and viral hits, has finally broken her silence on her ex-boyfriend, actor Barry Keoghan. After nearly 8 months of silence, Sabrina has addressed the relationship that captivated fans, sparked endless online speculation, and ended in a storm of fan backlash so intense that Barry himself was forced to beg for mercy. And the timing? Perfectly dramatic, as Sabrina sat down with Gayle King for an emotional interview that's now making headlines everywhere. But before we dive into Sabrina's shocking words, let's rewind. Their love story began like a dream. Early in 2024, paparazzi first caught Sabrina and Barry together, instantly igniting curiosity. Fans were fascinated. He was the Oscar-nominated Irish star of Saltburn. She was the rising queen of pop with hits like Nonsense and Espresso. The worlds of music and film collided, and the chemistry between them was undeniable. By May of that year, the couple made their glamorous red carpet debut at the Met Gala, turning heads and confirming to the world that this wasn't just rumor, it was real. And then came the summer June 2024. Barry Keoghan starred in Sabrina's smash hit music video, Please Please Please. He wasn't just a love interest off screen, he became the on-screen embodiment of her lyrics. Fans gushed, critics praised the pairing, and for a while it felt like this was the romance everyone could root for. But behind the scenes, cracks were already forming. By December 2024, the fairy tale ended. Reports confirmed that Sabrina and Barry had split, and almost instantly the breakup became messy, not because of Sabrina, but because of her fiercely loyal fanbase. Overnight, Barry found himself at the center of a storm. On social media, he became the villain in a story his ex never told. The online attacks were brutal, targeting not only his character but his looks, his past, and even his family. In a heartbreaking move, Barry took to social media in December, just days after the split, to plead with Sabrina's fans. His words still haunt many today. He admitted he had reached his breaking point, writing that his name was being dragged across the internet with lies and hate. He begged for compassion, reminding people that he has a young son, Brando, who would one day read every cruel word written about his father. Please be respectful to all, Barry pleaded. For many, it was the rawest glimpse of the pain behind his smile. And through it all, Sabrina stayed silent until now. In her August 29, 2025 sit-down interview with Gayle King on CBS Mornings, Sabrina finally opened up, not with anger or defense, but with quiet clarity. When asked about whether her songs were about Barry, she smiled and said, "I just wouldn't say. It's more fun for people to picture the person in their head than the person I picture in mine." It was classic Sabrina, playful, mysterious, and fiercely protective of her personal life. She went further, revealing that in all her relationships, she's been upfront about writing songs. Most of the time, they've been pretty flattered when they get a song written about them, good or bad. "I think they're just excited to get a shout out," she said. With those words, Sabrina confirmed what many suspected. Her music is personal, but it's also universal. It's not about labeling the muse, it's about letting fans see themselves in her lyrics. But Gayle pressed further. Did Sabrina ever feel guilty about the hate Barry received? Did she feel responsible for unleashing her fanbase? Sabrina was firm. "That's not on me, I never said it was about him," she insisted. And with that, she drew a line. Sabrina wasn't going to take the blame for the behavior of others. She also made one thing clear. She isn't afraid to keep living, loving, and writing. "I'm not scared of men in that sense. I think I'll attract exactly who I'm supposed to attract," she declared. It was a statement of confidence, a declaration that she won't let fear or backlash dictate her future. The reactions online have been split. Many fans applauded Sabrina for speaking her truth, for keeping her art sacred, and for refusing to bow to outside pressure. Others felt a twinge of sympathy for Barry, remembering his emotional plea last December. Insiders suggest that Barry, who continues to focus on his acting career and his role as a father, is trying to move forward quietly. Meanwhile, Sabrina is riding an unstoppable wave, from topping charts with Espresso to commanding arenas on her Chem tour. Behind the glitz and glamour, though, the question lingers. Did this romance end because of natural differences, or because of the toxic pressure from fans who couldn't separate art from reality? Some industry insiders whisper that Barry struggled with Sabrina's fame, especially the intensity of her young, protective fanbase. Others say Sabrina simply outgrew the relationship, focusing on her skyrocketing career while Barry tried to juggle the demands of Hollywood and fatherhood. And here's where it gets fascinating. Sabrina isn't new to love-inspiring her art. From past rumored romances to brief flings, she's turned every chapter of her personal life into music that resonates with millions. But the Barry chapter is different. Unlike others, he left a visible mark. Red carpets, a starring role in her video, and a breakup that left scars on both sides. So what does this all mean for their futures? For Sabrina, it reinforces her image as a fearless, authentic artist who refuses to be boxed in by gossip. Every heartbreak becomes fuel for another anthem, every rumor a spark for her creativity. For Barry, it's a cautionary tale about the cost of dating someone whose star burns so brightly. He may have left the relationship, but the shadow of it will likely follow him for years. And perhaps that's the cruel irony. Sabrina Carpenter's music invites fans into her world, but once inside, they claim ownership, building villains and heroes out of real people. Barry Keoghan learned this the hard way. And now, as Sabrina moves on and Barry tries to heal, the world is left wondering, was this love story doomed from the start? Or was it simply a casualty of fame, fandom, and the songs that make us feel everything?
For full video, click related link below or like and subscribe this channel.